Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is May 31st, 2024, and we have a new update in regards to the Nike deal. Also, we officially have the third member of Hansi Flick's staff, and finally, Barcelona have reached an agreement with a defensive prodigy. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before we begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you hit the kickback. And if you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure you head to Bet Us. Both links for kickback and Bet Us are down below in the description. Now let's begin with the news, because La Liga's president Javier Tebas has once again talked about Barcelona's economy, because what would it be if Tebas did not talk about Barcelona, since it is his habit. But Tebas has highlighted his optimism in Barcelona achieving the 1-1 rule. Now this is what La Liga president had to say. He said, "From what we have been able to talk about some important issues on the table, if they close them, they will be able to reach the situation of 1-1. The important thing is that Barca exists and continues to do well and be sustainable." So Javier Tebas saying that Barcelona need to close a few deals, and if they do, they would achieve the 1-1 rule. Of course, he did not specify what deals, but as you imagine, most likely he's talking about the Nike deal, which, as you know by now, if Barcelona do close the Nike deal, they are set to achieve the 1-1 rule, because not only is Nike expected to pay Barcelona 120 million euros per season, plus bonuses if they go far in certain competitions, but they are also expected to pay a 100 million euro bonus, signing bonus, that if Barcelona receive before June 30th, they will automatically achieve the 1-1 rule, and Barcelona will be able to sign without any problems in the summer transfer market. Now, I do have an update about the Nike deal, because as you know, Barcelona need to close it before June 30th, and it's reported that by next week, we're gonna have news about the Nike deal, whether for good or for bad, whether it's gonna be that yes, Barcelona closed it, or no, not yet. But next week, we will know more about the Nike deal, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel for that big update, because it's gonna be huge, since Barcelona will be achieving the 1-1 rule in a very, very long time. Now, the reporter Adrian Sanchez, who's based in Barcelona, has also said, or has reported, that he does not rule out Barcelona signing deals with new investors, because according to him, he's seen a lot of movement in the presidential box at the stadium, where a lot of businessmen, CEO has been seen coming and going. So maybe Barcelona are also working on other alternatives, because again, Barcelona need to cover that 100 million euro deficit that they have in their budget in order to achieve the 1-1 rule. But anyways, let's move on to the next news, because we now officially know who will be Hansi Flick's third member of his staff. Now, we know that Hansi Flick has arrived in Barcelona with two members of his staff. The first one is Toni Tapalovic. That's the one you see on the left side of your screen. He's the goalkeeper coach. He was at Bayern Munich for over a decade. He's actually credited with the rise of Manuel Neuer, one of the best goalkeepers of our times. And the other one is Marcus Sorg, who is to the right, someone who's had a lot of experience, different clubs, even within the German national team. In fact, he was the right-hand man of Hansi Flick with the German national team. So these are the two members that have arrived with Flick. But now we know the third member, who is officially Heiko Betterman. I think that's how you say his name. But Heiko Betterman will be joining Flick's staff. He is a former Real Betis defender, so he knows how to speak Spanish perfectly. He coincided with Hansi Flick in the lower divisions of the German Federation. So they coach together in lower divisions of the German Federation. He is currently the assistant coach of the under-19 German national team, and he will now become the assistant coach to Hansi Flick, and he will be acting as that bridge between Hansi and the team. As I reported before, Barcelona were looking for someone who spoke Spanish perfectly to be the bridge between Hansi and the players, because Hansi is still going through his Spanish course to learn how to speak Spanish fluently. So they wanted someone who spoke Spanish fluently so he can kind of help the integration of Flick into Barcelona, to help, with interpretation, to help, pass along Flick's idea in a more clear way until Flick can master Spanish. And well, now Barcelona have found that man in Heiko Betterman, who does speak both German and, of course, Spanish. Now, speaking of signings, we have to talk about the new agreement that Barcelona have reached with a defensive prodigy named Jordi Mokio. Now, Jordi Mokio is a 16-year-old defensive prodigy who currently plays for Ghent, but his contract is set to expire this summer. He has not renewed. He's actually looking for a new team, so he will be a free agent this summer. And it's reported that he had visited the Barcelona facilities. As you can see on the picture to the left, he uploaded that picture at the Ciudad Esportiva. Deco has been working on this signing for quite some time, and now it seems that Jordi Mokio will be joining the preseason of Barca Athletic in order to undergo some tests, which if he passes, then he's expected to be officially signed to Barcelona as a Barca Athletic player. Now, this is kind of the effort that Deco, this is part of the effort that Deco has been implementing at the club of signing young prodigies. He's done a great job of that, signing players like Noah Darvic, like Mika Fai, and this is a player that he also wanted to add to the squad. He's been working on this signing for several months. In fact, there were some rumors about this a few months ago when Deco was spotted meeting with the agents of Jordi Mokio, and well, it seems that Jordi Mokio will now be joining the Barca Athletic preseason in the summer to see whether he can pass those tests, and if he does, he will become the newest member of Barca Athletic, which Deco hopes to be repeating the same formula as Mika Fai, where Barcelona signed Mika Fai from the Croatian league when not many people knew about him, and now he's turned out to be a phenomenal defender. So hopefully the same happens with Jordi Mokio, because these are the kind of players that Barcelona should be signing, young talented players with lots of potential that you can sign for very low cost, because if they work out, great, you have a big star that cost you almost nothing. And if it doesn't work out, it's no big deal, because you didn't pay much money, and plus they're still young. You can still sell them and maybe turn a profit, or if not, at least break even, versus spending 70, 80, 90 million on players that they come here and then they don't work out, and now you're in the hole because you wasted all this money on big star signings. Anyways, that is all the news for this video. I did do the podcast earlier today. Lots of great news in the podcast, including news about Hansi Flick pausing all of Barcelona's operations, other news about John Laporta and Negreira case, so make sure to check it out. And for now, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment letting me know all your thoughts and opinions about the news that I just shared with you. Anyways, that is it for today. I will see you guys tomorrow, and as always, Visca Barça.